Hi everybody, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. I'm going to ask you a question. How are you doing today? Now that's such a loaded question. We ask each other it maybe 10 times a day or more. We just come up to someone we know and we say, hi, how are you doing? And people always reply something like, oh great, thank you, or fine, or no complaints, or what do you say? Do you actually take the time to say, well, actually, I'm doing great, or I'm having a fantastic day so far. How are you? And smile and just engage. Most people just say, okay, not bad, and they don't answer. But there is an opportunity there. There's an opportunity to connect and to start the day with a positive note. Now, one of our bloggers, Joe Carson, wrote this article on easy steps to start to feel great every day. And one of the things he says is that when people ask you, how are you doing? You should try to say something like, fantastic, how are you? And just start that day with a tone of positivity. Or, I'm doing great, everything's going really well. And just say something that sets the tone, even if the other person is surprised by that or doesn't have a reply themselves, but it might sort of give it some inspiration to them to say something too. Or have a sit down. How about a coffee? Do you want to sit down and have a tea? So it's just that attitude of positivity. And I find this applies to just about every form of communication. For example, if you are sending an email, it doesn't matter what the topic's about. I usually always start it with something like, hope you're having a great day so far. Or hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Or, hope all is well with you. Then the question or the statement or the reply or whatever. But I just find by putting that one sentence in the beginning of an email, it just sets the whole tone for the conversation, because pretty much online is our conversation world right now, isn't it? And so when we say to someone on the street, how are you doing? Or we meet someone in a coffee shop, how are you doing today? That's a gift that we're able to actually look them in the eye or smize if we have a mask on and just talk, just talk about things that are important. So what are those 5 things that Joe says you can do to have a great day every day? Well, the first thing is to, have what you say. I mean, you say what you feel. Yes, we have problems in life right now. Nothing is perfect. We're dealing with all kinds of complexity with regards to the pandemic, with regards to our lives in general. But it's just an opportunity to recognize the situation, whatever it might be that you're dealing with, really doesn't control the outcome. And he gives some great examples. As I was reading the article, I was thinking, that's a really good example. So for example, you get a flat tire. You go out in the morning to start your day, go to work or to the shops or whatever you're going to do, and you have a flat tire. And you think, oh gosh, that's really a nuisance. I've got a flat tire. And it starts the whole tone to the day. Like basically, what am I going to do? This is really not good. What a terrible start to the day. When you could say to yourself, wow, I have a flat tire. It's really great that it didn't happen while I was on the highway. It's like you turn it around and you say, at least this happened in the driveway, not on the road. So you can take any situation and turn it. Something like, oh, I don't know, you need to, you run out of something. You run out of something that you really wanted to eat that morning, and you say, oh, what a great opportunity! I'll have an omelet instead, or I'll have granola instead, or how about I do my fasting this morning, and it's a perfect opportunity. It's that kind of, the situation may be annoying. It may be something that's really upset you, but your circumstance can be shifted by your attitude. Has that ever happened to you? Can you think of some examples? The flat tire one, I think that's really good. The second thing he says, that easy step for having a fantastic day always, is to kind of own your emotions and never, is this a classic, don't ever go to sleep angry. Like, don't go to bed angry with someone. Always try to work things through. And we are perfectly imperfect. We've talked about this so many times before that we can't expect every single day is going to end with a smile. There's things annoy us, things that upset us, things that we get concerned about. But if you can just try to own those feelings and talk about them, and do it with either an apology. This has happened to me, a couple of times, and when I've actually said to someone, look, I'm offering the apology first. We're both kind of responsible for whatever was said or done, but I'm going to offer it first. and hope that, it's okay. Hope that we can work this through. And you see this played out actually in politics and in the world every single day of your life. But if you can do it in your own world, not only not go to sleep angry, like pick up the phone or send a message, at least say, let's try to talk this through tomorrow, or, I'm sorry if it came across the wrong way, or, there's nothing wrong with the word I'm sorry if you're sorry. But of course, don't say that if it's not the case, but you can always control the situation. So process your emotions, speak clearly, speak honestly, and then, maybe you can get something resolved. And I think that's a really important one. Third one, have a daily purpose. Now this shifts every single day. And Joe does a great job of talking about this in the article. I encourage you to read it because it's very precise in terms of, when we were younger, we had chores, right? We had things that we had to do in order to do things. So if we create those purposes for ourselves, we can then get a sense that we've accomplished something. It may not be the big thing that we're setting out to do, but it can be something that we can say, we had a purpose for this today, we accomplished that, and that then can make you feel great. It can just make you feel like you've done something. And one thing I think it was Tim Ferriss that actually wrote about this in his book, on the 5-hour work week or whatever it was called. But he was basically saying, whatever your big thing for the day is, like if you've got one thing, maybe you've got 10 things on your list, but if there was one thing that you really had to take care of, do that first. Just do it first. And if you can do it first, then everything else is a bonus. So that gives you that opportunity to, like Joe says, to make it a great day. Just because you've accomplished that one thing, you've had that sense of purpose and you've done it. It may not be the easiest thing. It may not be the one that you really want to do, but if it's to call a creditor, or if it's like, something like you've got to pay a bill, or you've got to, money always is a good one for this, isn't it? But, if you've got something on your mind, do that first. And then, deal with it and, with passion, create purpose in your life, make it a deliberate statement, and then you feel empowered. It goes back to the number 2 one, which is, you can't control the circumstances, but you can control your outcome, the response to it. So respond if you've got a task that needs to be done with a positive attitude. Be cheerful. Okay, it's living in this world. We have to deal with these things. And create some purpose and passion in your life. The next thing that he says that you could always do, guaranteed to make you feel great today. Can you guess what it is? And when I say it, you're going to go, Margaret, come on, I know this. I've known this all my life. It's moving. Move. Exercise. Do something for yourself that stretches you. I live on the 3rd floor of the house and I don't have a lift. So whenever I have to walk up, or elevator. Whenever I walk up, I have to walk up and I get kind of tired sometimes, but I think to myself, again, this is really a nuisance. I really wish I didn't live on the 3rd floor, but it's like, this is great. I get to do my X number of extra steps walking upstairs, and just force yourself to push just a little bit. So if you're out there walking and you're sort of, just kind of ambling, just pick up the pace, move your arms and just get moving. And that's the one thing, probably of all these 5 things, this is the one thing that if you could do this, it would fuel everything else. It would help you to move. It would help you to, feel purposeful. It would help you to kind of be tuned into yourself so you're not holding in anxiety and resentment. I think it's really cool. And as he says here, I'm looking at my notes, exercise when you're over 60 is a tool, not a task. You don't have to do like cardio or fancy dance or whatever. You don't have to do anything that's like extraordinary. You can, and I hope you do, because I think it's fun. Jazzercise for me is fun, but just do it because it's a tool for healthy aging. It's really simple. It's a tool for healthy aging. The final thing that you can do for number 5, for the things you can do to make your everyday a happy day. I don't know, maybe happy is not the right word, but invest in others. This is number 5. Yes, take care of yourself, own up to your problems, talk honestly with your friends and your family about things. Don't let things lie in your heart. But invest in people. Do something positive for the world. If it's something like that you believe in passionately, then go and stand for that. Go and talk about it, share your thoughts with people, try to educate them about something that's important to you. Just do kind things, be kind. Do a kind give a kind token to someone else. I mean, it's the classic Starbucks drive-through. If you're in the States, you don't have them drive-throughs here. Just pay for the person's coffee ahead of you or behind you, excuse me, and just do something nice. If someone's struggling with kids on the bus, help them off. I mean, just reach out. Don't be afraid of looking a bit, like you're, offering your services. If they don't want help, they will tell you, but just offer your help. Extend your humanity to everyone. Right now, there are so many people walking behind masks who are very upset and lonely, and, you just don't know what troubles people are trying to deal with. So you can't solve every problem in the world, and you certainly can't give with an expectation that you'll get some thanks or get something back. But just with your goodness in your heart, do something for others. So I think that's all of the 5 of them. Do you do any of these 5 to make sure that you have a great day every day? I hope so. I hope that you found some of these useful. When I do these videos, sometimes I listen to myself and I think, Margaret, this is like so obvious. Like, but what other things am I going to say to you? This is the truth. I mean, we are all on this road together, guys, and we are trying our best to make the most of this time. It's hard. I'm totally in agreement with this. But if you can do any of those 5 things, it'll help to make your days happier and healthier. So take really good care. If you like this video, if it was helpful at all, please give it a thumbs up, a like, because that allows our friends at YouTube to pass it to more people, to spread the word. And if you're interested in our Patreon group, which is a smaller supporters group, I would love to have you there. We have so much fun. We have live shows and exclusive videos and all kinds of things. It's really, really fun. And in a smaller group, more private. So anyway, have a really fabulous day wherever you are. Take really good care of yourselves. Stay strong and healthy and well. And we are here for you. Take really good care. Bye-bye for now.